partner, 7 feet of Jack Talos.
So the action rolls on once again here in Hialeah as we are set for 6-man tag team action. Looking at tonight's card, Dan, this is certainly one a lot more circling besides the heavyweight title bout between Agony and Cha-Cha Charlie. But the return in ring of Will Alfonso here tonight. Big one for my friend, Will Alfonso. The man is in his 60s. Let's face it, he's not a big guy. He doesn't belong in that ring. Something doesn't matter. But he does an outstanding job. Tough to argue the success of Blake Bowman and John Hartnett, and now they add into the mix the 7-footer Jack Talos, who we saw debut in late 2021 up at the Kelsey Theater. I'll tell you what, this man is very impressive. He's a suitable backup for America's top tag team. Not only is he 7 feet tall, but he's put together as well. You know, he spent a lot of time in the gym. This Jack Talos is dangerous as can be. A real deal 7-footer, over 300 pounds. And as you can see, the athleticism to boot. One thing they always say, Dan, you can't teach height. And Jack Talos has it in spades. Johnny Catering, he's going to say and do what he wants because he has 7 foot of Jack Talos behind him. The greatest tag team in CCW history, Venetius and Ariel Levy. The SAA has arrived. Well, they kind of firm grasp of those titles for over a year now. 4 title defenses of any CCW tag team champions ever. And you can't argue with the success. And as we celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Match of the Blue, and you go back to the first few Match of the Blues, a tale of 2 different reactions to the South American Alliance, arguably the most hated guys in the building at first, and now, outside of Cha-Cha Charlie, maybe Jackal Stevens, getting the loudest reaction here in Hialeah. I can barely hear myself think. These fans are on their feet. They're not afraid to blow off an unbranded moving company. And I have to wonder how this one's going to work. Will Alfonso, he's got the microphone. He does not look to be in any sort of ring gear, but he comes from a hardcore environment, so you never know. He's going to let his team go 3-on-2. I don't think that would be the best strategy, considering Jack Talos is the 3rd man on the other side.
Hey, Giant, hey, movie star, I really don't want to do this. I've never called a 7-foot giant, but I'm willing to put tape on and go to war with that.
He's going to do it, Blake. So it's official. Fonzie's got tape around his wrist. Keep it up.
Wait. Can you open the meeting? Behind that? Okay. So, we all know that the great medical champion, Will Alfonso, he's a hyper-regular, right? Yeah, that was taking that away from you. But we need you. We don't need you in the ring. No, we need you outside. You can whistle. You know, you can do excellence. We don't need you. Yeah. We don't need you
So there's a different third partner? Wait a minute.
I know that music playing.
We talked about popularity. How does that go hand in hand? And here he comes, doing a little jackal jig. The multi-time Southeastern champion. Jackal Stevens, once again back here to Bash in the Brew, and I cannot think of a better way to celebrate the 1-year anniversary than Jackal Stevens doing a little jackal jig here in the Brew.
Like, I gotta agree with there is no better way.
Jackal's
I love Jackal.
He's had some of the most memorable moments in year number 1 here at Bash of the Brew. He knocked out Anthony Katina in that epic ladder match over the summer to retain his Southeastern title. And of course, you go back a couple of months ago, knocked off Eddie Caraway to regain that Southeastern championship right here in Hialeah. So for one night only, the South American Jackals.
Now that the team's ready, and before we start the match, I want to put a big round of applause because today, our CCW legend, the CCW official, Mr. Bruce. This is his birthday! So everybody, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday!
No better place to have a birthday party. So now that I guess our pre-match festivities are complete, so officially 6-man tag action. No Bill Alfonso, but no problem, as the Southeastern champion, Jackal Stevens, inserted into the mix.
Did Alfonso just catch Johnny Catering with the shots in the face?
He did. That's a match I wouldn't mind seeing one-on-one. So here we go. Bell sounds, we're underway. 6-man tag team action here at the 1-year anniversary of Bash of the Brew. One fall to a finish. The South American Jackals taking on America's top tag team.
Jackal starting it off for his team. Talos on the outside. Blake Bowman now exits the ring. And it's John Hartnett, also known as Johnny Catering, squaring off with Jackal Stevens.
And of course, Hartnett and Bowman, in the last couple of months, recently returning to CCW after a brief hiatus, and they've really laid the groundwork for some success potentially here in 2022.
They have indeed. We got a collar and elbow tie-up now.
As you have to think, Jackal Stevens' presence certainly throws off the game plan here, America's top tag team, expecting Bill Alfonso at an advantage, and now you have the Southeastern champion on the opposite side.
And that might just have been the game plan of Bill Alfonso. A little misdirection. Hartman now with a waist lock on Jackal. Jackal, nice reversal.
As Hartnett, we know, certainly can wrestle, especially on the mat. You see his technical ability here, matched up with Jackal Stevens. As Stevens here, trying to gain an advantage on Hartnett. Nice takedown on Johnny Catering. We know the Loudmouths are on America's top tag team, but of course the Bill Alfonso on the opposite side could negate that a bit.
And Hartman very proud of himself.
And Stevens not giving him any time to celebrate here. And Jackal Stevens with a standing drop kick. Down goes Johnny Catering. And I'll tell you what, Dan, taking a look at these 6 men in here, the different combinations we potentially could see. Venetius and Jack Talos in the ring, that's a collision everyone wants to see.
That's the one I'm waiting for.
We know Venetius in recent weeks has had battles with the likes of Beastman. We've seen some of the bigger men in CCW come after Venetius. I don't know if there's any bigger than Jack Talos in terms of height.
Well, there certainly isn't. Venetius stands about 6'2", maybe 6'3", but Talos just towers over him height-wise. Blake Bowman now entering the fray.
So Blake Bowman, the crafty one, if you will. The very definition of working smart and not hard. And Bowman, maybe a little overzealous there, walks right into an arm drag. And Jackal Stevens looks to keep Blake Bowman grounded. Of course, Blake Bowman has fought professionally in the mixed martial arts in addition to a standout collegiate wrestler. And here comes Ariel Levy, the Chilean star. Let's see what he can do inside this ring here. The Irish whip there reversed by Bowman sends Levy into the far side corner. Bowman hesitates a bit, and Levy creates a bit of separation. And now Ariel Levy from the outside in, looking to stay a step ahead of Bowman. Here he goes, Ariel Levy. Gonna put the brakes on. And Levy here gonna try a quick cover up the hip lock takeover. Only one, but the South American Jackal's back in control.
Levy in control with the arm, tags Jackal Stevens back in.
And Levy with a quick tag into Jackal Stevens. That slingshot senton lands right on the midsection of Bowman 2. And Blake Bowman able to kick out at 2.5. But Jackal Stevens meshing very well with the South American Alliance in the opening few minutes.
Bowman now cutting Stevens off, grabbing a side headlock.
And there's the blind tag there, unbeknownst to Jackal Stevens, as Blake Bowman tags in John Hartnett and then just dumps him right down. Does Bowman and America's Top Tag Team working in unison here. And Johnny Catering tries to cover. Bill Alfonso nearly inserts himself. Fonzie didn't want to be in this match, Dad. He has to pick a side.
Well, I got to tell you, Bill Alfonso is always looking out for his team.
And here comes the impressive 7-footer Jack Talos for the first time in this bout. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I've seen too many men with his size and height move as quickly and freely as he does.
Yeah, he's in tremendous shape. He really is an anomaly here in CCW. You don't see anybody quite like him.
And what a find by Blake Bowman and John Hartnett as he drops Stevens face first on that top turnbuckle. And Talos sticks up that size 16 right into the jaw of Jackal Stevens. And now America's Top Tag Team keeping the Southeastern Champion isolated here in the near side corner. Nowhere to go for Jackal Stevens. And look at Talos here. Has Stevens up and just dumps him right down with sheer ease. Oh, and Stevens is going to be joined by Levy as Talos just launches him in. Let's see Talos try to do that to Venetius.
Owen's trying to get Venetius back out of the ring.
And Talos laying waste here to Jackal Stevens. And Ariel Levy, there's a cover, 2. And nearly gets 3. Jack Talos laying waste to the CCW Tag Team Champions and their partner, the Southeastern Champion.
There goes Levy over the top rope. Jack Talos just dominating here, as you would expect.
And Talos has Stevens up. Just carrying him almost like a baby here, Dan.
Yeah, he's just manhandling.
And then Talos just launches Stevens right back into the America's Top Tag Team corner. Absolutely nowhere to go for the Southeastern Champion. As Blake Bowman now directing some traffic on the inside. Venetia's chopping at the bit. We know he wants to get involved in this contest.
Levy seems to be out of commission on the outside, Blake.
As right now, you were talking earlier, maybe they're going to go 3-on-2. Now they don't have a choice.
Bowman with right hands and left hands to the rib cage. As Jackal up on the top rope.
As Bowman now going to put Stevens in position. And now Bowman ascends all the way upstairs. High-risk maneuver here, Dan. Could be going for a superplex on Stevens, but Jackal pushes Bowman right off. And now Jackal Stevens, he's in the high red district, connects with the blockbuster.
Picture-perfect blockbuster. Stevens now needs to dig down deep and reach over and tag Venetius.
Bruce Owens administering his count. Bill Alfonso trying to coach Ariel Levy back to the apron. Venetius chomping at the bit to get involved here. This match about to hit a big turning point.
Bowman falling in the wrong direction.
He's in the wrong corner here. Blake Bowman needs to figure out where he is. And Jackal Stevens can make the tag to Venetius. And here comes Johnny Catering as well. And the Brazilian Destroyer here. Just taking out America's top tag team. Bowman sent for a ride. Looks underneath the clothesline. And there's that body block by Venetius. The big man off the ropes. And the back senton. Venetius on a roll here.
Johnny Catering caught and slammed down. He's the legal man along with Venetius.
And Venetius here makes the tag into Levy. Could be time for greetings from Copacabana, but here comes the big 7-footer Jack Talos. This one's starting to break down here, Dan. Look at Talos just lift him right off his shoulders. Have you ever seen Venetius look like he's a 5-footer?
He's staring up into the eyes of Jack Talos, and that doesn't happen very often.
And Talos here, Venetius jockeying for position. Oh no, Talos just launches Venetius over the top. What a sight to see. And Talos following Venetius to the floor as this one's starting to break down here.
Venetius not one to back down though, going right after Talos.
And Venetius
pushed him into the corner post.
The entire ring shook from that one. And now Venetius trying to get back inside. Jackal Stevens down as well. Bruce Owens trying to maintain a semblance of order here.
Oh, cannonball on the outside of Talos. And Venetius took him out.
Venetius laying his entire body on the line here.
But Talos right back to his feet, Blake.
It takes a lot more than that to put down the 7-footer. And Jack Talos looking like a man possessed, going back and forth with Venetius on the outside. The two big men look to be brawling to the back, both negating them. And now inside the ring, we have and Jack Talos completely destroys our entrance set with Venetius.
Took out about 6 or 7 kicks.
Blake Bowman sent to the outside. Ariel Levy, Jackal Stevens inside. John Hartnett in the wrong part of town here. As Johnny Catering. He needs to turn around. It's a 2-on-1. And Stevens and Levy get a pinball and back and forth. Stevens has him in position. Olympic slam. Here we go. There's the cover. 1, 2, 3. And the South American Jackals get the win.
Someone just took this spill, but it looks like it's all right.
What a wild match there, Dan. Spilling all the way to the back. The entrance set getting destroyed. But at the end of the night, the Southeastern champion Jackal Stevens and the CCW Tag Team champions, the South American Alliance, pick up the win. But the story here, Venetius manhandled by Jack Talos. It appears as if the two big men might be on a collision course here in CCW.
Well, the South American Jackals, as you call them, picked up the win. And I think this one is far from over, at least between Venetius and Jack Talos.
Absolutely. So once again, the champions reign supreme. You have to wonder, does America's top tag team still find themselves in the mix for the tag team championships? And certainly a great way to celebrate 1 year here at Bash at the Brew. But coming up next year, Dan, it's going to be our second of 3 championship matches to be decided here tonight. We've already seen the Cruiserweight title defended successfully by Alan S2S Martinez. And coming up next, Kylan King, for the first time here in Hialeah since winning the title back in January, will defend her crown against Jamie Senegal, and that is coming up next.
Do you want to be a mark? Or do you want to leave a mark?
I'm smarter than the average bear.